Hi and welcome. My name is Paul Wilson from Open Reality, and in this quick video I'm going to show how organisations can gain visibility and control over internet and wide area network connections to organise bandwidth and deal with situations such as Apple application and iOS updates. This week we are due iOS version 8, which is rumoured to be about 700 megabytes. So you can imagine what that's going to do to internet connections up and down the country and of course across the globe. The Coat PacketShaper will give organisations both the visibility and control in order to align bandwidth to the business applications they expect their connections to use, not what users decide to do on those connections. So first of all, I'm going to go in and have a quick look at my internet connection at the moment. It's a 40 meg synchronous connection. And we can see we're running fairly small amounts of bandwidth at the moment, which is good. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring up my iPad, which is reflected down here. So if I go into the App Store, I'm just going to choose to download Apple Numbers spreadsheet application, which I think is 227 megs. So if I just download this, it's going to kick off the download in the background. You can see that happening already, and straight away inbound Apple iTunes traffic is now running at about 20 megs per second. So if I go into the advanced GUI here and go to monitor, I can now see it's running at 24.8 meg per second, my 1 minute average and my peak flow. I can have a look at graphs over time, but before I do that, what I'm going to do is just go straight in here and go partition add. And I'm simply going to say that Apple iTunes traffic can have 2 meg and cannot burst outside that, and simply add that partition, and the problem is now solved. If I go back to Coat Sky View, we can see the traffic has dropped right down. I can go into my other screen, and there we have current bits per second on Apple traffic for all users of Apple on there at this time is running at 2 meg. And if I go back into the application, I can see here it's continuing to download. It's obviously downloading a little slower, but that's the rules that we put in place. What this means is the organisations have the ability to have both visibility and control over Apple iTunes application downloads, iOS updates, things of that nature, whereas typically in the past when these events have happened, you can have the potential for your network to be swamped by unwanted traffic, which will degrade the experience of business critical applications. And that's really what the PacketShaper brings to organisations.